Hi there, everybody. It's Dr. Jessie from the Healing Collective. I am back in Colorado from the Advanced Frequency Specific Microcurrent Seminar, so you can check out my certificate. It was amazing. And I just have to say, the reason I didn't do a Facebook Live post the past 2 days was because I had learned so much that I went to do the post and I just couldn't find the words to summarize it all. My brain was full. And so I've had a night of good sleep and have been able to consolidate some information, and I made some notes. And so now I'm just going to give you some of the highlights, some of the amazing things that I learned and that I really want to share with you all from the conference. So first of all, it's really exciting because frequency-specific microcurrent, though it's been around since the 1920s, has really not been in the mainstream of medicine. And it's a disservice to humanity that that's not true, and that's my personal opinion. But it's becoming more and more mainstream, which is so exciting. So there's currently 4 hospitals in the U.S. that are either using actively or actively researching frequency-specific microcurrent. So that's huge. That's very exciting. Also, stay tuned on mainstream media. PBS is the Information Matrix show is going to air a little segment about frequency-specific microcurrent. So that's very, very exciting. So the Information Matrix is hosted by Lawrence Fishburne. And so I'll include a link so that you can follow that and be sure you don't miss the FSM segment on there. And then 2020 is going to be the year that FSM just like explodes. That's my prediction. And there is currently research being done all over the place on FSM, and it is my personal goal to consolidate 10 case studies over the next year on individuals that have been treated in my clinic with FSM and physical therapy, functional manual therapy, exercise prescription, which is what I specialize in. And it's my goal to get some of that out in the world and to publish some research because we need more of that. And so I just wanted to announce that publicly so that it keeps me accountable, and I'll keep you posted on how that's going. Okay, so first topic I want to dive into is concussion and traumatic brain injury. I'm starting with it because it's my favorite condition to treat, and the presentation by Dr. Musnick, who he practices out of Seattle, Washington, so I'll have to include a link to his practice as well. He gave a comprehensive evidence-based treatment plan for concussion and post-concussion syndrome, which is awesome because I'm sorry, but what we have to offer through mainstream medicine is dismal for the world of concussion management. We are not serving our patients who have concussion and post-concussion syndrome. So we know the pathophysiology, what happens in the brain chemically and through all of the research we've done on concussion. And despite that, like, our treatment plan for concussion in mainstream medicine is just like rest, gradual return to activity, some vestibular exercise, good luck, and it's just not acceptable. So, I mean, it's borderline like not ethical. But anyhow, that's a different argument, and I just want to share with you what I learned. So let's see. So because we know the pathophysiology, in functional medicine, we have like a solution for almost every single dysfunction that happens as a result of a concussion. So we're able to address these specific pathologies and use microcurrent as well, which is super exciting to address these. So some of the issues that we know are a problem in mild TBI or concussion are excitotoxicity, neural inflammation, brain inflammation, oxidative stress, oxygen deprivation, mitochondrial damage and dysfunction, blood-brain barrier permeability and possible autoimmunity resulting from this, and then protein folding abnormalities. So FSM is unique in that it can really target specific anatomical features, and really do an amazing job of reducing pain and inflammation in those features. And then functional medicine offers supplements, lifestyle, diet, this whole array of treatment options that treat the root of the problem. So I guess in summary, I'm here to say that all of a sudden there are all these new ways of treating concussion, and people don't have to suffer. Like, as soon as you someone who has concussion, it's important to really treat that right away, because the problem with concussion is, well, yeah, some people lose consciousness and like have issues right away. Other people have this brain damage essentially, and the inflammatory effects grow over time. It's not something that like always immediately happens. There are immediate effects for sure, but there's also a cumulative effect. So it's important, if you have a concussion or if you get knocked in the head on the field, to see a functional medicine provider and get information about what supplements you should be taking, how you should be doing a diet, how you should be returning to activity, and also that frequency specific microcurrent additions to your treatment that can really help you thrive. And so that's super exciting. There's lots more. I just am trying to summarize. So another topic that was especially amazing was sleep. So I learned about a holistic functional medicine and frequency specific microcurrent approach to sleep. So sleep in our country, in the United States, affects 50 to 80 million Americans each year. That's a lot of people. And there is such a need. Like, people just don't know what to do. Like, maybe I should take melatonin. How much should I take? There are so many factors that can play into sleep that it's important to get some guidance and some like structure on how are you approaching sleep. Quick takeaways. So melatonin is not only good for sleep, but it also helps neurogenesis. It helps brain repair. So that's fascinating. That was new to me, and I want to make sure everybody knows that as well. Sleep is required for biochemical reactions and also for restorative and repair functions in the brain and the body. You must sleep for human growth hormone to be produced and released into your system, and you must sleep to repair free radical damage that affects your entire brain and nervous system. If you don't sleep, people can get central sensitization and increased pain. People who are already in pain, have fibromyalgia, have, some kind of a painful condition. Not sleeping at least 6.5 to 9 hours a night increases pain. Let's see. 6.5 hours is the minimum amount of time you need for essential tissue healing processes to happen. Without this much sleep, you are at risk for lots of things. Poor posture, an aggravated musculoskeletal system, increased risk of motor vehicle accidents and accidents at work, increased pain perception, as I mentioned before, aggravation of chronic pain and fibromyalgia, feeling fatigued, immune compromised, increased susceptibility to infections, which with the coronavirus and everybody freaking out about that, please get good sleep, right? Risk of coronary artery ischemia, heart attack, death. Yikes, right? Sleep is so important for every function. It is like the foundation for health. So the good news is that there are lots of things you can do to promote healthy sleep. Frequency-specific microcurrent is one, combined with lifestyle modifications and anti-inflammatory diet, supplements that are helpful for sleep. I highly recommend finding someone who has a biopsychosocial, or we call it a biopsychosocial spiritual approach, because that person is going to look at all of the aspects of your life, including your beliefs, including your habits, including your diet, your exercise, all of this, and find an approach that is catered to you individually and help you sleep. So people who do that, in my experience, tend to be functional medicine providers, and people who do FSM. So that's my suggestion to you. There can be lots of different causes of sleeplessness. So it's important to work with someone who sees you as an individual and can address those specific components that are relevant to you. Because not everybody needs to take melatonin. Not everybody needs to, do whatever. It's a very specific approach that works on an individual basis. So, 3 things you can do now to help your sleep. Number 1, set a regular bedtime so that you are prepared to sleep at the same time each night, and so that you wake up at the same time each morning. Your body responds really well to that regularity. We have a circadian rhythm for a reason. So tapping into your ability to not just be like, oh, it's 10 o'clock, it's time for bed, okay, I need to get in the bed, but prepare yourself to be in bed, calm, ready for sleep by that set bedtime. So give yourself a bedtime. Number 2, this was fascinating. Learn about electromagnetic frequencies, EMFs. Turn off your Wi-Fi in your house before you go to bed. Sleep with your wireless devices and things that plug into the wall 8 feet away from your brain. There's so much more about EMFs, and there was a whole section on EMFs that was fascinating at this conference I was just at. It's worth diving into and learning more about, especially with 5G coming on board soon in the US. It's something you want to look into. And then 3, join our all new Facebook group. So Tracy Schulsinger, functional medicine provider, and she's also a family nurse practitioner, FNP, and I'm a doctor of physical therapy and a functional manual therapist and a frequency-specific microcurrent practitioner. We started a Facebook group. It is called Soundly Sleep. So it's facebook.com/groups/Soundly Sleep. And that's where we're going to just give you all the information we can about how to get a really, really good night's sleep. It's going to be a community of people who are ready to take action on their sleep and have the best possible life. So if you want some high vibe support and a good community, please join us at Soundly Sleep on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. Okay, this is getting long. The vagus nerve. Oh my gosh, the vagus nerve. It's everything. So I'm not going to go into too many details because it's complex. The vagus nerve and all that it does in the autonomic nervous system and the whole body is very, very much complex. But the bottom line, or the takeaway I took away from Carolyn's presentation on the vagus nerve, is that nearly every autoimmune condition can be linked with a vagal tone, and there are direct frequency-specific microcurrent approaches we can employ to improve vagus function, which is so cool. If you want more information, visit Dr. McMakin's website, frequencyspecific.com. Get trained in FSM. I think any healthcare provider should be, that's my opinion. And learn how we can non-invasively and easily impact the vagus nerve. It's amazing, and it's going to change medicine. Now, there's things you can do right now. You may be aware of vagal nerve stimulators, right? Like they're inserting these vagal stimulators in people, and that's like an intense and invasive treatment. FSM is not invasive. Like you don't have to make a cut in someone's neck, right? So there are alternatives, and also just having a yoga practice, chanting, humming, singing, can also improve vagal tone. So that's a quick thing you can do to tone your vagus nerve. There's lots more. But this is getting long-winded. So overall, I just want to say, becoming an advanced frequency-specific microcurrent practitioner has literally just opened up a whole new world of possibilities of what I will be able to treat in painful conditions with microcurrent. I started in the core seminar with a frequency list, and that list has now just tripled. It's like I get 3 times as many things to work with. Frequency-specific microcurrent can treat headaches, body pain, CRPS, fibromyalgia, ligament strains, tendinitis, tendinosis, ligament tears, tendon tears, post-polio, shingles pain, the brain, thoracic outlet syndrome, carpal tunnel syndrome, pelvic pain, incontinence, visceral pain. The list goes on forever. And if you want the list, which is still an incomplete list, but we're doing our best, up on the healingcollective.com, thehealingcollective.us. It's our website. You can learn more about frequency-specific microcurrent. Call me to schedule a free 15-minute consult. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. I could talk about FSM for days straight. You can tell I'm really excited about it because the implications are huge. My goal as a provider, the reason I went back to physical therapy school is because I want to help people heal, right? I'm a yoga teacher and I can help a lot of people with yoga, and it's amazing. And I wanted to be able to do that even more. And so I have these amazing tools like FSM and my manual skills, hands-on therapy, exercise prescription, that just help people to really thrive in their lives. Because we all deserve to thrive, but also the world we're in right now needs people who are excited, alive, aligned with their passion, doing what they're meant to do in the world. Because like you have one lifetime to like do your thing, right? Why don't waste it feeling crappy, being in pain, not able to do the things you love. I can't say that enough. The world needs us to be actualized. So that's why I do what I do, and I hope you'll join me, and I hope to talk to you soon. Join our Facebook group, the Sleep Soundly Facebook group. You can find more information about FSM on the frequencyspecific.com website. You can find me and all of the amazing things we're doing at the Healing Collective. We have a homeopathic doctor. We have an amazing PA who does heart math. We have Tracy, she's a nurse practitioner, and myself, physical therapist. So true interdisciplinary work is happening in Niwot, Colorado at the Healing Collective. So you can find us at thehealingcollective.us, and be well.